right. That show, what's the name of it?
Ready to Love.
What do you truthfully think about that show?
I love this show. Okay, so before we start talking, do we need to do a disclaimer? Spoiler alert.
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
This is the second time it's showing, so if people haven't watched it by now.
No, because usually we should say spoiler alert.
It's damn that spoiler alert.
Well, I'm going to say it, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the second to last episode before the finale,
well,
the episode before the finale, don't.
Let's start about from the beginning. What is the show about altogether?
So the show premieres on OWN network, and it's basically where single professional African Americans come on there. It's a dating show without all the ratchetivity. Mm-hmm. And Nephew Tommy is on there, and he's kind of serving as like their coach a little bit. So it started off with a group of women, and every week they would eliminate like 1 to 3 men. And they finally got down to 3 men. Mm-hmm. And then Nephew Tommy reversed it and gave the men the power to start eliminating. So from that point to now, the men had the power to choose, and so they were going on dates. But the women formed a friendship among themselves. The men formed a friendship among themselves, and the women and men formed a friendship together. So even though they were basically trying to find love, and Nephew Tommy was like, if he noticed something when they were dating, like one guy, Aaron. Oh, he's such a oh my God. So Aaron, he just likes to play a lot of games. So Nephew Tommy would tell him, like, you need to be honest with these women. This is what women want. And it was a lot of just good conversations about relationships. And of course, my favorite couple is Mike and Shay.
So before it got all the way up to that, how like, what's the premise of it? Like,
the premise is that they're getting to know each other.
So everybody, how many people did it start off with?
I believe it started with like, I don't know if it was like 15 and 15.
So 15 men and 15 women.
It was either 15, 15, or it was between 10 and 15.
Okay. And what number are they down to now?
It's 3 men, and depending on, at the beginning of this episode, it was 6 women. And at the end of this episode, it's 3 women. So it's, now everybody has their counterpart. And the finale is where.
And the rest of the, what? I want to make sure my math is correct, because you said 15 and 15. And it's how many people now?
It's 3 men, 3 women now.
So 6. Mm-hmm. So all those people, what happened to the rest of them?
They were like, they had reached the end of the road. Like either the men would have to meet up with them and do it in a way where it's like, we might not have been vibing or connecting. And, I think it's the end of our road. And sometimes the women really they would eliminate themselves. They would just be like, you know what? I realize this is not, like, we're not really connecting.
So a woman that comes onto a show looking for love leaves it.
Yeah, like how you gonna force it?
Why?
Because if the
Why?
I just wanted to make sure.
How are you gonna force love? Like, cause what happens is in the beginning they had a mixer, and from that mixer, whatever, shut up. From that mixer, they identified like, okay, so I could see myself with this person or that person, and as they got to know each other more, they started gravitating to the people that they were really interested in.
So I just want to make sure I understand this completely. I promise I'm not trying to be rude. Everybody comes on here looking for love.
They do.
And it's supposed to be organic.
Yes.
So out of 15 people.
It was 15 and 15. Let me make sure. I'm going to do some research and make sure.
So if it is true, 15 guys there. Mm-hmm. So that means this one woman has to choose from 15 guys. Well, of course, the rest of I'm saying everybody has their pick. Right. But starting off, nobody knows nobody.
Right.
So now everybody's mingling, getting to know each other. So a woman is one woman for 15 guys.
No, it's just like if we were to go to the club. It's a whole bunch of people there, but you get to know each other.
I get what you're saying. That's true. But I guess in a club sense it's different because you don't know who's couples. But by everybody being strangers and coming here, and nobody came here as a couple, one woman get to pick out of 15 guys. And while everybody's kind of mingling around, she was like, this ain't for me. Just want to make sure.
No, because when the women start eliminating themselves, like, so for instance, let's say, and it wasn't 15 and 15, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it was 8 and 8. So 8 guys, 8 women.
Still, till everything gets broken out is 1 for every 8, right?
Wait a minute. I think my math is wrong. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it was 12 women and 8 men.
Oh, okay. Okay, that kind of narrows it down a little bit. Yeah,
so when the women when they went to the mixer, they were just getting to know each other. And naturally, like, okay, if I'm vibing with this person, and this person. So these are the 3 that I'm going to see what could happen.
Yeah.
And as time goes on, like, they're going on dates with each other. And like, they understand we're not in a relationship, we are dating. Just like how we date. We don't date just one person. When we become exclusive and we are in a relationship, then it's exclusive.
But until then,
dating is not exclusive.
Some people think dating is exclusive.
Dating is where you're dating other people. Like, when you agree to be exclusive, you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, is there.
So in the dating process and that's what they're doing starting off.
Yeah, they're doing the dating process.
Okay.
And now they have reached a point where they are, okay, so each person now has their own match.
Yeah.
So in the finale, they're getting to meet each other's families, and they're, seeing each other. Now they're focusing solely on each other.
Yeah.
And they're having to determine, is this somebody that I could see myself building with? Like, it's a serious dating show. It's not just like
not for play or
right. Like the ultimate goal is, like, can I see myself being with you in a marriage?
Okay. Gotcha.
Can I build something with you? And I love it because it's not. I mean, you watched the episode tonight. It's very different.
It was my first time.
But what do you think? Don't hurt my feelings.
I think it's okay.
What?
I do. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's okay. But the reason. I think it builds animosity and competition, which is good. It's good. It's good because competition's supposed to be healthy. But some of the women on there, I don't know. I see some attitudes like this is for one instance right here.
A whole lot of them.
Like, pulled up this clip right here where this young lady goes back and forth with this guy, and the attitude that came from her.
Trying to figure you out.
I think it could have.
I feel like you took advantage of exploring all these women.
Just a little.
You've led both me and Ashley along.
So you think I'm leading?
Is that better?
Hell yeah. Okay. What else would you call it?
Like.
Oh. Can I get a glass of Merlot, please, if you don't mind?
I was patient.
Let him hear.
Rather
Let him hear.
cut off me, which I always do. Give this man some time. That's what he asked me to do. Be more understanding. Give him some time to sort through this stuff, which I did.
Like a little chihuahua.
Now I see you don't know how to take the heat. You don't know how to take the heat? No, you run.
I've been in the heat. What are you talking about?
Get out of here. Please get out of here.
But it's realistic.
That. You ain't never
I get it.
And just
but it's
like the game of baseball,
but every woman was not like her.
No, which I give credit. It's not, but
handle the fastball.
She said you can't take the
heat. You need to
heat.
stay in your lane.
But you're picking one woman out of it.
Man, instead of checking your own day.
I ain't got to. What do I need to check myself on? Please tell me.
It's like the aggressiveness.
I'm excited to give you an update about.
Oprah had to jump in.
Oprah cut it off. Oprah said, "Go watch it on OWN."
Which I'll admit, if you haven't seen the show, you really do. It's on the OWN network.
It comes on Saturdays at 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Okay. Okay. Is there a way for people to watch this though?
Oh, on Oprah ain't having y'all bootleg her stuff. Get for real. If you want to watch it, you got to go on demand or go on the OWN app. Or if you have DirecTV now, you can go on demand. If you have Comcast, on demand. DirecTV on demand.
Okay.
On the OWN network. If you don't have the OWN network, then I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. So now we based off of that. Tiffany. What do you think about Tiffany on the show?
Tiffany is, I feel like she is the outlier because the women on there are not aggressive like that. Like, let's be clear. And you saw that. The women are very professional and they know how to communicate their feelings. Tiffany is the type where she feels like a man has to do everything for her. Like, I got aggravated with Tiffany and I'm leaving a man. I would just be like, woman, like she has this, because she made a comment to him last episode, you ain't never had a woman like me before. I think that is, first of all, that's degrading to a man. And I get it when you're upset, we tend to say things that's trying to hurt. And he responded and was like, you right. You not the best woman I've had better. Yeah, but you think about it, you've just attacked this man's ego. What do you think he's gonna do?
He's gonna respond back.
Right. But he came to her afterward, and this is what I love. He came to her and he responded and he said, I let my ego get the best of me. And I let my pride speak.
Someone you mind?
Yeah.
And so he told her, he was like, I apologize. But for her, I just feel like she had a good chance with him because he was really feeling her. Like, really feeling her. And because of the fact that she did not know how to express or communicate effectively, it ultimately became a turnoff. Like, there is a way that you handle everything. Nobody's saying that your feelings aren't justified, but it's the way that you're communicating them. Nobody wants to hear that shit.
So would you ever talk to a guy the way that she?
Oh, I have.
And what came from it once you done that?
Nothing. Like, I had no results. Like, it led to more arguments and more hurt feelings. And I had to learn after a while, like, when I'm upset, let me take a step back. And even when I'm trying to tell you how I'm feeling, I could do that in a way without tearing you down. Because if I say that I care about you and I'm seeing myself, grow with you, man, yeah. But let me tell you this. If I don't see myself at that, like, it comes a point where it's a free fall. Like, I know if I say this, it's no coming back from it. And I'm okay with it because I don't want to come back.
Okay. All right. Well, that was Tiffany I asked you about. So tell me about Aaron. What do you think about Aaron?
Oh, my God.
And for people that don't know, Aaron was actually on the Steve Harvey show.
For some type of dating situation.
Yeah, it was a dating situation where two women came in who said they couldn't date these type of guys, and Aaron actually ended up being a very wealthy guy from Atlanta. Aaron,
I want to say this. I'm going to try to keep it PG-13. Aaron is what we like to call a boy.
Oh, wow.
And I was aggravated with Aaron from the very beginning, and I saw why the dating scene in Atlanta could be the way that it is.
Okay.
No, let me express
I want to hear this.
Okay, so when Aaron first came on, he was very arrogant, loud, obnoxious. Like, he's constantly lifting up his shirt.
So he's being cocky.
He's very cocky, but it was immature. Like, these are women that are like 30. They're between the ages of 31 and 44, 45.
Yeah.
And you could tell, like, the women, for some reason, they were all drawn to Aaron. And I'm like, number one, he is not the most attractive.
But he had confidence, though.
It don't matter. But
aren't you supposed to have confidence?
You are, but the thing about it is you could tell right away that he was not looking for love. He was looking to play.
But he wouldn't be on the show if he wasn't looking for love.
That's bullshit. Everybody got to have an antagonist. Like, come on now. But he, like, you could tell even as he's going through the process, he's playing with these women. And I'm sitting over here like, first of all, you got tall chocolate right here. You got a little caramel thick neck over here.
This girl,
and y'all sitting over here going off on this bulldog looking dude. Are you serious?
You would date him too. You know that.
Oh, you tried my whole life.
So you wouldn't give him a shot?
No, he is definitely not. And the part about it is, I found the women who were drawn to him had like insecurity issues.
Oh, wow.
Like, when you got into it, like, Stormy had been married for like 12 years.
And I was just about to ask you about her.
Yeah, she had been married for 12 years, and she comes across as strong, but she had a moment where she let her guard down, and she was like, when I see red flags, I'm gonna pay attention. Girl, you see red flags, you run. What you need to pay attention for? Like, it's there. But but it took her, but I feel like she is jumping over her insecurity. She's not as insecure as the other ones. Now, Angel is the other one. Aaron,
hold on, wait. Before you go to Angel, let's go to Shanta.
Shanta. Oh, I remember Shanta. Shanta was older. She was the one who's like, she called it like she saw it. She was going, who was she dating? I think she was dating Mike.
And it says here that she is very aggressive.
Yeah, she
has no problem going after a man, and boys does.
Wow. I don't think it wasn't she was aggressive with Aaron because she called him on his shit, and he did not. He had a whole like, they both, because I think she was interested in Aaron, and it's not Mike. Who is the other one? The one that's in a coma. Come on now, help me out.
Oh, talking about that one. The one that was in the coma is
the other finalist. It's not Mike.
I'm looking at the whole cast here.
It's the one that it's probably not the one that's shaded black. The one in color.
Hold on, because I'm seeing everybody that's showing.
Yeah, it's the one that they have the current one. Let me look it up as well. But the tall guy, the one that is an entrepreneur, she was looking at the two of them today. Alex, that's it. Alex.
Okay, I have.
So
I passed him. Yeah.
Yeah. So Shanta was interested in them, but then when she realized that Aaron was sort of like a playboy, she called him out on it because he had been making some comments about the other ladies on the cast and how and the women were starting to notice he was playing. So she called him out and he got upset, and it was both. It made Alex realize that Shanta was not for him because she kind of like picked at Aaron. Aaron.
Well, I thought, and Tiffany, we just talked about her.
Yeah.
Tiffany is very aggressive.
I don't like her.
She has attitude.
It's not even that the fact that she's aggressive. It's like she has this.
She's over aggressive. It's controlling almost.
It's have you ever met a person who wants to get an applaud for doing basic shit? Like I have a job. I got my own house.
That's that light skin thing. She red bone, man, so she feels she's above the rest.
I'm not. I will not co-sign on that colorism.
We gonna keep it. All right. She's still light skin.
Oh my god.
All right, we're gonna go to Brother Michael. Tell me, what do you think about Brother Michael?
Oh, Michael is so fucking fine. Okay, so Michael is. From the first episode, I have just adored Michael. He is very handsome, and to be honest with you, a lot of the women were not drawn to Michael. But
you know what I think it is?
What?
Because he's a bigger guy. I think there's an epidemic going around that women are afraid to talk to bigger men.
Nah, that's not true.
Is it? It came because he bald headed. Because half of them on there bald headed.
But it was because Shay was ultimately drawn to him from the first day. Shay and Michael had their eyes set on each other from the first mixer, and it ain't never wavered. He claimed her from the get-go, and she claimed him.
Okay, so I'm going to ask this. While we ain't going to stay too much on him, that way we can kind of figure out a little bit more about the show. But with Michael, from what I noticed, he's very straightforward.
He is.
He tells the truth, whether you like it or not.
And it takes a mature woman and a secure woman to be able to deal with that.
But by doing that, do you think he's a fan favorite?
I think when I look at the comments on YouTube, a lot of the women was like, something has to be wrong with him. Something has to be wrong with him. And it's almost like, why can't he just have his shit together? Like, why we got to nitpick? Like, we clearly see that Aaron has some issues. Like, he's very immature. He's very childish. Yeah. And it's funny that a lot of the women were drawn to him. And even in the comment section, they're drawn to him. But the man who really has it together and really just speaks it, and he's just like, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. He's very straightforward.
But that goes back to people say they love the truth, but they can't handle it.
Right.
And they don't like it.
But the women who are more so drawn to Aaron, every single one of them had an insecurity about themselves.
Ooh.
Especially Melinda. You didn't get to see Melinda, but Melinda was an older woman, and I'm looking like, sis.
I'm going to ask you this, because I'm trying to think, do I need to pad this before I say it, or can I just be straight blunt with it?
Just be straight. You always do. I don't know why you asking.
Okay, the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of women couldn't quite take Michael, right? Mm-hmm. Because of he may be too straightforward or whatever. Do you think that resorts back to daddy issues? Or
I hate that.
No, I'm saying, but it's true though, because you got some people, guys as well, whether it comes to somebody older, whatever, they just don't like listen to an authority figure.
I don't think that's it, because if we keep it all the way real, you got some girls with daddy issues whose daddy was present, but daddy was like, even though just because you're there,
no, that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't mean that you're present. Like, you're.
See, I don't mean it in the sense of like niggas just sitting on the couch or just working and come home, go to sleep. Like, oh, that's my dad. I mean, like straight up, like, hey, you go and clean your room, do your homework. You like that authority figure, like the first. I guess, because isn't it with a girl? Isn't it the first relationship is with her dad? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, do you think like that may be a problem to some of those women with him?
I don't see the correlation. Honestly, as somebody whose father was not there, I find him very refreshing because I love it. I wish more men were like him.
Just straightforward, blunt.
But okay, so here's the thing. He's not just blunt. He's honest. It's the difference between being honest and blunt. When you're honest, you still have respect for another person's how they receive it. Mm-hmm. When you're blunt, you don't care. You just say whatever. Like it just come. You just have diarrhea at the mouth. But he's an honest man. Like, and he has a way, like, it was one lady on there, Dr. Lexi. She wore a lot of makeup, and I remember being over to my mama's house watching it, and I looked at the screen, and I was like, dang, I see her highlight going straight down. It was so much makeup.
Did
and
he say it?
Yeah, he did. He said it looked like she just scooped some makeup, boom, boom. But when he approached her about it, he was like, I see that you're very beautiful. Like, do you have some pictures? Like, but you just got, you got a whole lot over here, and she received it, and she showed him pictures of what she looked without it.
It wasn't what he said, it was how he said it.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
But he still, like, he doesn't play, and he does not play with emotions. And you saw that when Shatava came to him and was like, you ran after her, and I see that you went after what you wanted, and I'm not going to stand between that. And she asked the question of, like, we are attracted to each other, but we're not emotionally connected. And he could have played with her. He could have been like, nah, because you saw what Aaron did. He went over here, told Angel what she wanted, went over here, told Stormy what she wanted to hear. But Mike was like, you're right. And you are a queen. And he never puts these women down. He gonna tell you, like, okay, I don't like the fact that she does this, that, but it's not degrading. And I have so much respect for him for that. And to me, that makes him even more attractive.
Gotcha.
Like, I just like, oh, Mike.
Now,
call me boo.
I see Melinda.
Yes, Melinda was after Aaron.
That's when is she still on there?
No, she was so after, like, she came across very, very strong.
She's 40. I see she's 45.
Right, and Aaron is what, 30.
Aaron is, let's see.
Let me see if I can pull it. He's 34.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when they
that ain't a bad looking 45.
No, she bad, and her body was banging. Melinda had it all together, but she came on so strong to Aaron. It was like she was ready to get married and everything, and it was just sort of like, sis, you gotta bring it back.
Okay, I see it. It says her eye specifically is on Aaron, who she gets a little touchy with. Nothing sexual, just hand on the thigh or knee. But with her, just really having her eye on him.
But see, she made a point where she said, like, Aaron sends her good night text messages every night. And if, men don't know this, I don't know if they know this, but a good night text message and a good morning text message, that's very intimate.
That's some like simp stuff.
I can't stand you.
That is simp material.
It's not.
It is.
That is man material.
Almost died.
That is man material. You are a simp for saying that.
No, I'm gonna tell you why that's a simp. Because I can tell you a guy could. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I guess I'm a simp because I believe in doing that. But
you're a man.
But most guys say that's simping because it's like, you sit out there, you tell a woman good night or good morning. In reality, they probably like it was the way my stepbrother said it.
Oh God.
And he dealt with a few women, and even his closest homegirl told him like
Don't
good
tell
morning.
Me no hood rat said.
No. Okay. These are classy girls. Like what the hell is a good morning? You know what I'm saying? Seriously.
Okay, so I just want to put it out there. Any man who dates me, I love good morning text messages, because it's something about the fact that I was on your mind first thing in the morning and the last thing at night. That means something, and not just a good morning, but good morning. How did you sleep? I just want you to know I was thinking about you. I hope you sleep well. Not just a good morning, good night, but it's the whole context, like. More, you're not just doing it because you're doing it. Whatever Aaron was sending to this lady, it got to her because she called him out and she was like, you told me I was your number one and you were sending me, she started pulling up receipts and everything. Like, yeah. And he's like, I ain't never said I said you was my number one. Oh, wow. And she was so hurt. And she was like, you know what? I'm done.
Because that meant something to her.
Right. And she said, I'm done.
Well, by that being an older lady, it's like, okay. Yeah, it's like, don't play with her emotions.
That's with any woman.
Oh, but before we get deep into it,
Jesus,
we gotta talk about Ashley. My God, she's fine to me.
She is.
Jesus Christ, she got that Fantasia mouth thing going on.
We're not even gonna talk about that.
Lord,
nasty.
And she's a speech therapist. Yes. See, she's 31.
Mm-hmm. She's a Pisces. Whoop whoop.
Let's see. What did it say about her? She's
5'2". Her Instagram is _I am Ashley.
Don't tell me that. I will go looking for her.
It says it right here. I am Ashley with 2 E's 007.
Okay, and let's see. The next one is Shatava. Yeah, she's still on there?
No, Shatava was the one who told Mike, when you went after Shay, you went after what you want.
Okay, that was the one. She was kind of aggressive at first. Is that not aggressive, but is that the one she didn't want to get along with the other girls? Yeah, she was
like, I didn't come here for friendship. I came here for love.
And then she gave that little fake speech at the end because she felt like a sore loser.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she wouldn't have done that if the guy would have chose her.
But once again,
I'm asking you. Do you believe she would have had that same energy?
No.
Okay. So it was fake.
But a lot of times when we go through things, it serves as a mirror to our behavior because you ended up walking away with nothing. Whereas these other ladies, they might not walk away with love, but they're walking away with friendships and lifelong bonds. Okay. So yeah, you were left with nothing.
Okay. I ain't mad. All right. Is it Shay?
Oh, I love Shay. That's my girl.
So tell us about Shay a little bit.
Okay, so Shay is Mike's interest. That's the one who kind of claimed Mike, and Mike claimed her from the very get-go.
She got a nice little smile on her.
She is
44 years old.
She is a bad Jesus 44 Christ. Years old. Yes, and she has her own printing shop. So she's an entrepreneur. She's a Virgo, and she is absolutely beautiful.
She doesn't even look 44.
She does not at all. She's beautiful.
Okay, I see you, mama. Wait. I gotta ask.
Okay.
Darnell.
I don't even.
It says that he got eliminated in episode 1. Darnell.
That's why I was like, I don't even remember.
But Darnell favors Michael a little bit. So I mean,
yeah, he does.
Why y'all kicking my man off?
I think it was because I don't know if it was things that he said.
Because he dark skinned, ain't it?
No, because he's a nice looking guy.
You want to rub his bald head, don't you?
I do. And I feel like Kiba should have stayed on. He was the independent contractor.
Who now?
Kiba.
Let me see.
He's the guy.
Oh, they got this in alphabetical order. So I was trying to skip over the people.
J-K-K-L-M.
Oh, no. I don't even see Kiba on mine. The only ones I see Courtney, Christina.
Oh, Courtney.
Rita,
Let's go back. No, is it Courtney?
And Devon.
Is it Courtney that was?
Yeah, I see Courtney.
No, so Courtney was the one that eliminated herself.
Yeah, she quit in episode 7.
Yeah, because she told Aaron, she was like, I want you to figure out what it is that you want. So she said, I'm going to give you some time to think about it. And they came back, and I love her because she handled that like a woman. And she was like, you know what? I realized that you're really struggling. So at this point, I'm going to exit.
Okay, this what I don't really quite understand. So far, just listening at what you say about it, because you have more knowledge on it than me. This show seems like it's pretty straightforward. Don't seem like it's about games. Everybody on here seem to have their lives together, and they're just looking for love. Why isn't a show like this on VH1?
VH1 would take it and destroy it.
But I'm saying though, you got viewers that watch their own network, but you have more that watch VH1.
But think about the demographic. Let's be honest. Let's be completely honest. First of all, VH1 is not a black owned entity.
Let's see.
Because I believe Viacom owns VH1.
VH1.
Go.
Boy got kicked off the internet, didn't he?
So,
I booted your boy off of it.
Oh, see?
Okay, there we go. I got kicked off for a second.
But
all right, it says it's a parent organization to MTV Network and Corporation.
MTV is owned by Viacom.
Yep, Viacom Media Networks.
Just like Viacom owns BET.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I see it. BET Network Music Group. They own Nickelodeon.
So why do you think BET after a while stopped showing like Teen Summit, those shows that we really...
Actually, yeah, I can see it. Comedy. Okay, before we get deep in that. Comedy Central, Paramount Networks, TV Land, BET. Dang, they got BET Her? I used to love BET Jams. I ain't gonna lie, I used to love that. They play some good music. Then all the MTVs, of course. Then CMT.
Country music.
They own Nickelodeon?
Yep.
Oh, man. Okay, and you said that BET after a certain time stopped doing what now?
Like they stopped playing like the Teen Summits. They own all of the BET networks. So when you think about it, those shows, those networks that are black owned, like TV One and they're black owned. Like TV One is owned by Radio One.
Yeah.
Radio One, of course, is black owned. When you think about it, you think about those shows that are on those networks. You don't see all that drama on there. Like it's just not happening. So and if it is drama, it's made up drama. It's sitcoms.
So you feel it's black exploitation?
Of course. What positive black TV show comes on MTV or VH1? Don't worry, I'll wait.
See, okay, I just typed in black TV network. Okay, never mind. Black TV networks, not owned
black owned.
Okay, because they got BT on here, but
do black owned TV networks.
I see Bounce, Aspire. Hold on, let me see. Black owned. Let's take a look. Black owned just 10 U.S. television stations. That is sad. All this money. Well, did you see where Ice Cube and LL Cool J are trying to buy the ESPNs?
Oh, I hope that I wish they would stop announcing what they're doing.
Well, it's up for bid. Well, is it ESPN?
But it doesn't matter. They have lawyers and attorneys for that. They don't have to keep because when you think about it, when they start announcing it, the powers that be start finding a whole bunch of BS on them.
I'm gonna tell you something. It's funny you said that. I ain't gonna get into no conspiracy theory.
Oh my gosh!
But do you know Bill Cosby tried to buy?
I knew that's where you were going. Yeah. But that's why I said what I said. Like, we don't have to announce everything. Sometimes we just gotta move in silence.
But what if they do it to get the support?
Sometimes we just have why do we need support from other? We seem to be the only race that looks for acceptance and validation from other races.
Why do you think that?
Because we're so used to not having it.
Well,
and a part of it goes back to like when you speak well, what do people say? You talk white.
Yeah, they do.
Why can't I just speak well?
But who says it though? It's other black people. So maybe when they put it out there, maybe they're trying to get support of, their own kind. Because I noticed, not in all cases, but some black people don't like to support other black people.
Yeah, but that once again, moving side, because I see the shift happening. Because when you see it, like it's more celebrations when black people are doing the doggone thing, and I kind of feel like that's also another myth because and I feel like that's what media puts out. The media wants you to think that black people don't support each other. They do. But when we start looking at our own media, like you think we have control of who we follow on Instagram and everything like that. So when we start paying attention to our own media, we see all those celebrations. We see black people doing the doggone thing. When we follow those positive black pages and you look under the comments and it's like, you better do it, boy. Like we get excited off of it.
Yeah.
So I feel like the media, the upper, the mainstream media wants you to think that we don't support each other, that we don't cheer when each other wins. If we didn't support each other, why the heck did Black Panther do numbers like it did? Because it was finally not a doggone slave movie, and it represented us in a way that we have been saying we wanted to be represented. Everybody was so
You know how
afraid.
long that took, though, and I give that to the new generation because you know who originally tried to do that first was Keenan Ivory Wayans and what's my man name from Parenthood? What's his name?
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know the name.
God, what is his name? Hold on. Let me take a look.
Was it the dad?
Yeah, it was the dad.
Robert Townsend.
Yes, Robert Townsend. Because you know what movie first came out? It was like he tried to put out all these black movies first, like Meteor Man, even though it was kind of a jokey like movie, but that was like a black hero. And he said he came up with that movie because of, I think it was his nephew asked him what he wanted to be for Halloween. And he started choosing all these white superheroes. So that's what caused him to come up with this movie. So, I mean...
But he ain't tied to Black Panther. Black Panther is...
No, I'm saying that was the first, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, black superhero. Then you got like up to date. Well, it ain't up to date. You know, God bless Stan Lee, but you got two white men that wrote Black Panther.
But a black man directed it.
Yeah, directed it because they wanted to do it a different way, and it became. What was it on the box office?
Number one.
No, I'm talking about in the sense of like
the numbers.
Yeah,
Wasn't it like 100 something? Or maybe it was 200.
Let's see, Black Panther.
It was 1.34 billion. Oh my God. $1.34 billion.
That's a lot of money.
That is a whole lot.
That's a lot of money.
But you think about it, everybody was so proud. Like, we over here claiming a country that don't even exist.
Whoa. And I just actually seen, because I'm looking at the website Forbes, it says Black Panther sinks Titanic. Tops 1.3 billion.
And it set the foundation for Infinity War. Because after that, everybody was like, oh, Black Panther's going to be in the Avengers.
Yeah.
And that did 2.1, I'm like rounding it up, about $2.1 billion.
And it says it's the 34th biggest grosser of all time.
But yeah, like, I mean, I feel like that is a myth that we do not like cheer for our own. You can go to, you know, those black positive Instagram pages and you go into the comments and you see it all the time. I think, you know, we have to take back our mindset from mainstream.
Well, it has to be done because I'm looking at it now. James Cameron got two of them because I'm looking at Newsday. And number one movie, like biggest gross movie is Avatar. God dang it. I hate
Avatar?
Yeah. No lie.
What?
Yeah. It says, hold on, I'm trying to.
I tried to watch that movie and I was so like, what the hell is going on?
Let's see. Avatar, Titanic is number 2. Star Wars, Force Awakens is number 3.
But how I thought Black Panther sunk?
Well,
that must be old.
No, Newsday. This is, let me see. No, August 24th, 2018. Star Wars, let's see. Avengers, Infinity War. 5 is Jurassic Park. 6 is Marvel's The Avenger. 7 is, well, I know why the Fast and Furious 7 is on there.
What?
Yeah, Black Panther is number 9 on the biggest grossing movie. Still ain't bad.
It's
so then
not,
the top
but
10.
I thought it had sunk. Oh, it must have been like within a certain time.
Yeah, just in a certain time period.
Gotcha.
So I mean, I would love to see more black movies actually do good, but it's like who's gonna step up to support it? Frozen is number 13.
Let it go.
Oh my God, I hate it.
Let it go.
Let's see any more.
Marvel's is like their
Marvel
movies
took
are
over.
on. Yeah, like they just. Oh, and Harry Potter.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Incredibles 2 is at 20.
I still have not seen that movie.
I can get it for you on bootleg.
And I still have not seen the first Incredibles.
You haven't?
No.
You tripping, man.
But let me tell you what I'm super excited about.
What's that?
Okay, so Disney has been like on crack lately, and I'm so here for it. I'm gonna be at the movies like, move, little kid, get out the way. They have Aladdin coming out and The Lion King.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Don't you say it.
I was hoping you didn't say that. I don't know if I can go see the Disney King live action.
Why?
It's just something about that feeling. It's something about that feeling when I first seen it. How old I had to be?
I had to be like 5 or 6.
Yeah. It's certain feelings you can't get back.
You're not going to get it back, but it's so, okay, so let me put it like this. I went to go see The Lion King on Broadway. Like we're Disney kids. We grew up in that era. So I was just like, okay, it's going to be okay. Let me tell you something. When you see something that you love done right,
but that's what it boils down to. Will it be done right? We have been let down by a lot of remakes.
Which ones? From Disney?
Well, kinda.
What? Wait, no. Because wait, the last, because Beauty and the Beast was really good.
That was terrible. That was garbage. I hate to say it. That was garbage. That was complete, utter garbage. For a matter of fact, I tell you, even though it's on the top grossing films, it is garbage.
It's the same exact movie.
But it's not that feeling, though.
But it's the same. Like, they legit are just turning the cartoon, and they have the same. Like, it's the same. It's like, you don't even understand. It's the same movie.
I mean, it is, but it's still just, oh my God.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What did you think about Jungle Book? Did you see that?
That's the one, I saw some of it. I didn't watch all of it.
You know what?
I didn't watch all of it. I'm be honest, I ain't watch all of it.
Jungle Book was bomb. And I don't think Tarzan is one of them.
That's the one, I seen Tarzan, and that's what really kind of messed it up for me.
Wait a minute.
It was partly good, but it was you just the soundtrack. You Phil Collins.
What the fuck talking about this soundtrack?
No, I'm saying, no, that's all part of the movie experience.
I mean, I get it, but it's the same.
It's the same movie, but it's just that nostalgic feeling, though. You had Phil Collins on the original Tarzan. I want to say he was one of the main composers of the doggone film. The way the music was put in with the movie. It's just, like, okay, I'm on IMDb, right?
Okay.
This is for the Beauty and the Beast, 2017. The remix or whatever. This movie, a 7.2 out of 10, right?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
All right, now let's take a look at the original. Beauty and the Beast, 1991. Mm-hmm. Let me wait for it to pull up. 8 points out of 10.
But you have to
solid 8.0.
But at the end of the day, it is a remake. But it's real. Like, when you think about the type of remakes that we get, they're usually trash. Like trash. You think about how they talk about certain shows coming back. Like when they tried to redo Boy Meets.
Oh yeah. World. They did Girl Meets World.
It was trash.
Same thing with Fuller House.
Yeah, trash. But these are cartoons, and it's the same script. Like, you can't do the same script with the sitcom. This is the exact same and I think it's one thing, like, I guess my only concern is, Lord, Mufasa's death live action. I'm going to be all in my feels.
Let's see. All right, you got Donald Glover is going to be Simba.
Guess who is Mufasa? Come on now.
Hold on. I can't even pronounce this name, but the guy that played in 12 Years a Slave.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
He's going to be Scar. Seth Rogen is going to be Puma.
Who?
Seth Rogen.
Oh, is that the guy who used to do that crazy?
That's you seen the movie Pineapple Express?
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
James Earl Jones is keeping his voice as Mufasa. You can't even be mad at that. You can't.
Mufasa.
Can't even be mad at Amy Settle. It doesn't even say who she is. Yeah, Sedaris, thank you.
She's just a voice.
Yeah, Billy Timon is going to be, I don't even know who Billy is. Michael Key is going to be Kamari. I don't know about that. You remember who Kamari was, right?
Who is Kamari?
That was one of the hyenas.
Oh, okay. I didn't know their name. I just
For a minute, I want to say one Kamari. Then Whoopi Goldberg play Kamari.
I thought she was on. I thought I saw her name on here.
No, she ain't on the new one. She on the old one. Alfred Wood is gonna be
Alfred Woodard.
Wood. Thank you. Okay, that may be the.
I love. Okay, so
that may be. Nala's gonna be played by Beyonce.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Wait, I think my bad. I just told you the wrong names. I'm sorry.
No, I'm looking at it. You're right.
No. The hyena's voice is Eric Andre, Florence, and John Oliver.
Those names are not on here.
Zuzu is gonna be
You don't even know how to pronounce these folks' names, right? It's Zazu. Talking about you getting upset because of the snap. You can't even
this whole
say
thing
name.
is just irritating me because it's not the cartoon and they remaking it. So I'm getting a case of what is it where you read it backwards?
Dyslexia.
That's what I'm getting right now.
Oh, the little girl who's playing the young Nala is beautiful.
What's her name?
Shahadi.
Right, Joseph. I know that part. And J.D. McCrae is going to be a young Simba. I don't know, man. I don't know.
J.D. McCrae. Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay. I thought, because from the distance, I was like, I know they ain't got this little white boy playing Simba.
I don't know. I'm just, as I'm looking at it.
I love Zazu.
Zazu, the little bird.
I love Zazu, and I love Rafiki.
You know what? Let's see something. Let's take a look at this. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Let's compare old and new.
The trailer is the exact same. You put them side by side. It's the same.
No, I'm talking about let's do comparison to voices and let's see.
You can't do because it's not in context.
What you mean?
That's like comparing who played the voices on Boondocks? Regina Hall not Regina Hall.
Regina King.
Yeah, Regina King. That's like saying we're gonna compare voices when she's not in context.
No, I'm saying
she sounds totally different when she's doing the voices.
No, by me saying I'm talking about just the
I don't think they have those out.
Huh?
They don't have it out where these people are playing the voices because the trailer is not talking.
No, I'm just saying who you think on. Oh, snap! I didn't know that. Mm-hmm, Rowan Atkinson. That's Mr. Bean.
Oh, who's he playing?
No, I'm looking at the old one. The old one compared to the new one.
What did he play?
He played Zazu.
Oh, really?
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that.
All right, Matthew Broderick. Come on, man.
Who is that?
That's okay. You seen the movie?
Don't keep looking at me like I'm crazy.
Ferris Bueller. That movie. What was it? Ferris Bueller Day Off or whatever.
Yeah.
That's him.
I gotta look at these pictures. Let me go.
Man, he was the young Simba voice. No, he was Simba's voice as an adult. Excuse me.
Okay.
Come on, man. Against Donald Glover. I don't know. Maybe it's just the old school thing.
It gotta be because I'm just kind of like.
I don't even know Nikita. Something Harris. I don't even know who she is. She was Nala, the young Nala.
Nikita Kalame.
Whoopi Goldberg played the can't even pronounce that.
Shinzi.
Yeah, which was one of the hyenas. And let's see who the new one.
The new one is I have it in my tabs. The new hyena.
Florence Kusamba.
You know what? I'm not. My concern is Nala. The new Nala.
The new Nala is Beyonce. Beyonce is gonna be over the top.
I kind of feel like, yeah.
And I ain't scared of none of you beehive chicks either.
Why are you looking at me? I'm not a beehive chick. Like you looked at me like I ain't never scared. I ain't never tell you I was.
I'm not scared of none of them beehives.
I kind of am a little bit concerned because Beyonce is an amazing performer, but she falls short in her acting.
Very true. She got outshined by Jennifer Hudson.
Underwhelmed, yeah. But I actually liked her in Dreamgirls because she didn't do too much. She had her moments.
She was over the top in that Cadillac Records, though.
She was over the top in Cadillac Records, and she was over the top in what is that movie where she was playing alongside Idris Elba?
Talking about that dating movie?
They weren't dating, where the girl, like the white chick, was going crazy.
Yeah. Hold on.
Dang, it wasn't Temptations. What was it? Because it was like a remake of some sort.
I know what you're talking about. Hold on.
And I was just like, girl, like when she and I will never forget this scene. This is when I was like, oh my goodness, when she was like, you came into my house, you touched my child. You think I'm crazy? You ain't seen crazy. I was like, girl, come on. It don't even sound obsessed. That's what it was.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm just hold on, because I can't help myself.
You about to play it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find it right now.
You say you think you crazy?
That movie is so over the top.
It was, and it was so interesting to see acting skills like that alongside Idris Elba.
Beyonce fake.
Because Idris Elba is like, he was very cool. Like, it just seemed so natural.
Let's see, what was it? You come in my house.
You touched my child? You think you crazy? You ain't seen, like, I was just kind of, but it wasn't the sound of it. It was just the visual aspect of it. Like, I don't even feel you. Like, I'm not even concerned. And then she looked at him like, what?
I'm trying to find a clip.
I don't think you're gonna find it.
No, it's on here. Hold on. Even if I gotta skip through it, I just want just the whole point of just listening to this is just crazy to me.
Is that the whole movie?
No, it's not the whole movie. It's just, was she on the phone when she did that?
Yeah, she was going. They had just their house that got broken into.
Yeah, this is it. I think she called her. I believe this is the scene right here.
You listen to me.
Is this it?
Yeah,
this is just so over the top. Just you should see her face. Yeah, man.
Touched my child.
My child.
You're crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Just, look at this.
Show you crazy.
I show you crazy.
Just try me.
Look how she holding the phone. Oh, that's just, man.
It was the way that scene ended.
Folks.
And the way that she like dropped the phone, it didn't seem believable. And I feel like it could have been more effective if she just reeled it in just a little bit. But who knows? You know, Beyonce's on a whole nother tip. She probably is.
Showing tip like what?
Like she's growing. She's trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
I'm not. And this is why I say that. Because I seen how she was acting at that the basketball game when she was looking all crazy.
What you mean? When?
You see that video clip? You got to Google it. She was like,
when she was kind of, you thought she was high. She was kind of like
rolling her eyes.
Yeah, I remember that.
So here's my thought on Beyonce playing Nala in The Lion King. What? I don't understand.
Why?
What?
Why?
What?
Why?
Why? It sounds like a baby crying. Why?
That's I don't know.
Well,
if she kills it for me, I'm boycotting it, and I'm gonna be the only person.
No, you're gonna be the only person.
But I'm gonna tell you, there was a guy that actually boycotted. Dang, what movie was that? The dude actually filed a lawsuit against the
Wait.
Let me see if I can find it. Because the movie wasn't like the man thought it was. Let me see. Man files law.
They filed. What did he file? Like, he filed a lawsuit on the movie?
Yeah, because it was
so bad.
No, the trailer. When he seen the trailer. Mm-hmm. All right, hold on.
So that would be interesting. I need to find out a way that I could make like a frivolous little lawsuit. So I can
I'm trying to think. What movie was that? It was. Okay, I see all these about they file in the movie theater.
We might have to talk about it on our next session.
Yeah, we might have to, because I'm trying to find out. But
folks gonna be like, "Oh, all this blank, like we just waiting."
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to find on that. But the man literally sued. Well, he tried to sue. Okay, is this it? I think this is it. It says dry movie okay. Oh, that's a long time ago.
That's not it. We'll come back
I have
to
it
that
next time. But I know it was. I don't know if it was a Marvel film, but something. But what they had in the trailer wasn't actually in the movie. Oh. And the man said he went to the movie just to see that specific part, and it wasn't in there. Suicide Squad. That's it.
I love that movie.
That's it. Here it is. I knew I'd find it.
Okay.
It says Suicide Squad fan tries to sue studio for false advertisement over lack of scene in trailer. And I remember that, and it was the Joker scenes, because in the trailers, the Joker had more scenes than actually in the movie, and so he tried to file a lawsuit against this.
That's interesting. And what do you know? What became of it?
I don't think nothing happened. They pretty much sit your dumb ass down. I think that's pretty much what
That's
happened.
false advertisement.
But it was though.
Yeah, it was.
You had no right to do that. Yeah, this I'm looking at right now for people that do care. It's independent.co.uk. And entertainment and film. You'll see it. Suicide Squad fan. This was Tuesday the 9th of August, 2016.
It came out that long ago?
Don't seem like it, do it?
It does. Oh, God, I'm getting old.
We getting old, man.
Ugh.
We're getting super old.
Right.
It's so scary.
So, I have something for you.
Okay.
So, the news has been playing a lot about the little 7 or 8-year-old who died in custody of the U.S. Border Patrol.
Yeah.
So originally the headlines is like 7, 8-year-old dies while in custody of Border Patrol. As I started doing more research,
the kid had pneumonia, right?
She went into shock. Like she had went into shock. She was dealing with severe dehydration. She was only in custody for 8 hours. Your body doesn't. Yeah.
Wait, is this another one? Because I know a kid had pneumonia.
This is the one that happened recently.
Oh, this is the newest one.
Yeah, this is the newest one. So, when they found out when she had her first seizure, they airlifted her to the hospital. Now, I will be the first person to say Trump and that toupee, I do not agree with the things that he is doing. However, I will say that in this instance, Border Patrol was not at fault for this child's death.
Ooh, don't know about that.
No, I'm going to tell you why. In order for she was severely dehydrated.
Yeah, 7-year-old migrant girl.
Right. You have to look at everything. You cannot just look at titles. As consumers of the media and the news, we have to be vigilant and we have to be educated and we have to get all the facts. Those news headlines are created to create buzz and to create some type of emotion. That child was to die from dehydration. You have to go for about 3 days before it starts to affect your body.
So get educated first.
Right. So you got to get educated first. So in this instance, when she started having her seizure, she was airlifted to the hospital. So they went at this point, and I will say this because, like I said, let me just say this: I am the first to say this is very inhumane what they are doing. However, this situation is not totally their fault. This situation is the father's fault. Your child was dehydrated for days on end. You had only been in custody for 8 hours. You cannot die from dehydration within 8 hours. That's not fair. If that was the point, if that was the case, we would all be dead when we working jobs and we not drinking. That child has gone for days without food and without water.
But do we know that situation though till they got to that point?
Let me just say this. I'm really struggling with the fact of if you know that there is a huge risk and your child, like, would you not pack something for your child? Are you doing would you really risk your child like that? Your child. I can see risking yourself and then coming back for your child, but risking... I'm not understand. I really don't understand.
But we really don't know the full details behind this.
But what I'm trying to figure, I guess what I'm saying is it fair to blame somebody because we're upset with them and what they're doing for something that they did not do just because it's easier? At this point, I feel that the father should be blamed. Your child went for days without water and without food.
Is it on the child? Yeah. Not child, I'm sorry. Is it on the man? Yeah, because he should have been taking care of his kid and finding out, what that child needed. However, the only reason I really can't say it's on the U.S. either, on the border patrol, is we really don't fully know what happened, like what process they had to go through. Because as they was trying to, let's say because I know a lot has changed and they're really strict down that border. So it's was this man ignorant to the fact of thinking he'll just be able to cross over with no problem?
First of all, Mexico is not a third world country.
No, it's not.
They got cable. They know what the hell our president doing. They know he ain't wrapped too tight.
True, but
they know he's trying to build a fucking wall.
Ain't no trying in that. Well, he's trying.
It's
but
trying.
From what I've been seeing in the news, he got some boys out there.
He does, but you also, if you watching the news, FBI is cracking down. Like they getting closer. He's getting closer to impeachment because a lot of some of the businesses that were working with him have been shut down. Like FBI has been raiding their offices and collecting paperwork and a whole bunch of stuff, and you'll see that they have paper up over their windows.
Now, before we get to there, I want to ask you this one before we switch over. It says mother whose child died after ICE detention sues for $6 million. See, that's the one I thought you were talking about.
When did that story come out?
This happened. This was early November. I mean, not November. I'm sorry. This was right after Thanksgiving. I can't even pronounce her name. Seemed to be in perfect health when she and her mother were detained after they illegally crossed the United States border in March.
This is such a double-edged sword.
But when they were released from custody 3 weeks later, the child had a severe infection. That's what I thought you was talking about. That would lead to death in less than 2 months later. She was 20 months old.
Oh, this is such a double-edged sword. So let's talk about that. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, they got cable. They do.
This infection now, this is something different.
Yeah. They got cable. You know that you know the situation that's going on here. You take your baby and you know, okay, so I don't know what's going on with your home life. It might be that bad where you just like, I'm gonna risk it.
We'll risk it all.
Yeah, I kind of like, and my thing is, I empathize with these because I feel like it's just so inhumane to have these children, especially locked up and separated from their parents. It's like modern day concentration camps.
It is. Actually, that's exactly what it is. It's not even like
right
because they have concentration camps around the United States. Believe it or not.
So to say that, I guess the difference is. And maybe I need to brush up on my history. Mm-hmm. In Germany, those people live there. They were put into concentration camps because of what they look like, who they are. With those concentration camps, it's the same thing, but they don't live here. Yeah. You're coming in here, but you know it's illegal. And you know the consequences for coming in here. So that's why I say it's sort of like a double-edged sword. Like, do you award them for illegal activity? Like, that's like saying, me and the police, I was, trafficking drugs and we got into a shootout and they shot me in the leg, so I'm suing.
I don't think. See, that one's kind of hard.
But that's how the court's gonna look at it.
No, not really, because so far what they've been saying.
U.S. court gonna look at it like that?
No, I mean they are, but what they've been looking at was while the child was in custody in this detention center, it was supposed to, at least at bare minimum, your health's supposed to be taken care of. Just basic, you know what I'm saying? Like basic needs: food, water, shelter.
Basic needs: food, water, shelter,
and health.
That's not a basic need.
How is that not a basic need?
Like, I'm playing devil's advocate.
Okay, go ahead.
Like, this is not to say that I condone what they did, but I'm playing devil's advocate. Food, water, shelter, those are the three basic needs. Healthcare is not a basic need. Not in this country. It's not. If that was the case, our homeless people, our veterans on the street here in the States that fought for this country would be able to get healthcare. They don't. Let's not even front. Because I have a father that's in the military and a brother.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. And we're going to say this for a whole different day. You really believe they was fighting for our country?
They fought. They didn't fight. They fought for a better opportunity for themselves.
Who did?
Who are you talking about?
When you say the veterans, you really believe, like, okay, you said they fought for a better opportunity for themselves.
Yeah, because sometimes that's your only option.
Okay. When you said fighting for our country.
Because ultimately, that's what you're doing. When you go to Afghanistan, when you're in the war of Iraq, or wherever you were at.
We had no business being
We didn't.
there.
But at the same time, they were under the impression they were fighting for our country.
Okay, that's why I was asking you specifically, do you feel they was fighting? I was going to say, this is a whole different topic.
It doesn't matter what I feel, but that is what they were under the impression that they were doing.
I was about to say, because the only war that we really fought, well, the only one we really was allegedly supposed to be in was the one against ourselves, which was the South versus the North. Everything else, we had no business going nowhere. That was all allies, because Pearl Harbor.
Wait a minute now. Hold up.
I know you in the teaching. So Pearl Harbor, whenever they came over and started doing that kamikaze, whatever, that wasn't our original war with them.
So
we interfered.
Let me ask you this question.
Interfered.
So let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
If we were at a war within ourselves and we knew as citizens that there was another country that could help us, and they sat and did nothing,
would I get pissed off? Probably so. But America has always, actually, we even gonna go to the beginning of this before I'm gonna say this and then I'll take it to the beginning. We always had a problem of sticking our nose where it didn't belong.
And I can agree with that, but there are certain instances where our nose needed to be like.
Tell me one.
Nazi. Those
What,
concentration.
Germany?
Yes.
Germany and who?
Germany against the Nazis.
That was
the
Germany
Jews.
versus Germany.
You don't
Pretty
think
much. I mean, it was pretty much like the South versus the North. Who came to interfere in that?
Well, first of all, we were colonists and we were just like, what? Okay. And honestly, like, they had help from
Who did?
Europe.
So Europe came over here.
But you got to remember that we were colonists. Like, at the end of the day, like, the South was getting help from the king, because they didn't want, like, you're separating. Like, first of all, let's go into like the whole. That's a whole. We're not.
Okay, I was about to say, because I love this, but we kind of had no.
But we get allied. Like, I think that I get it. It's certain things like the war on Iraq that was not real.
It wasn't.
Like that. That's the reason why George Bush had such a bad name, because we found out like there was no terrorism. Like, you made that all up.
There was no.
So
there was
a
a
lot
mass
of
destruction. Well,
yeah.
there was, but it wasn't like for us.
So we have millions of young men and women who lost their lives for nothing. Now, you had children and babies dying because of what they looked like. And you, as a powerful country, we're not going to get involved? You can't sit here and say in good faith as a Christian, first of all. Okay. And as a man, as somebody
in good faith, that'll lead to, you said, what you said now, a powerful country?
We weren't a powerful country?
You think we're the most powerfulest country?
Now? No, but at one point we were. At that point we were. Come on now. Do your research now, Lucky.
I've done a lot of research. The United States has never been a quote unquote powerful country. Actually, if you want to know the truth, the most powerful country is the one above us. That's what a lot of money is given to.
So money equals power? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what you just said.
Money rules a lot.
That's not what I asked you. I said, is money power?
What is power to you?
Power is knowledge. And power is the ability to get resources when you need it. That's power.
Okay.
Because when you think about it.
See, I think this could just be the ignorance of me, but I think money equals power. Because with money, you can control a lot with money.
People think that, but like, think about it. You could say, would you rather have $100,000 or a banking credit? Do you know what you could do with that banking credit?
Yeah, banking credit. Yeah, I was talking to my mama about that. And banking credit means more than money. Yes, that I do know.
So that's power. That's not money. That's the ability to get resources and the ability to get it when you need it, and good faith.
It's still some form of. It's a form of good faith. Yeah, and I'm trying to think of the word. It's just not coming to me. Like an IOU. Well, money,
not an IOU.
Credit ain't an IOU.
Because think about it. When you get like, you're able to go to the car dealership, you got good credit, your monthly payment's gonna be lower, your interest rate gonna be lower. It's not an IOU. That's good faith.
Yeah, saying I'm gonna pay you back.
That's good faith. I don't owe you. It's good if you just have good faith in me. So like when I get my house, like I have good credit, so my interest rate gonna be lower.
Yeah, still, but they let you get it at that moment, but you still gotta pay for it.
How you get a black card?
You need
that credit. You don't need money. You need good credit.
But they gotta know that you got the money behind it too.
You need good credit.
To get a black card.
You want me to tell you?
Something.
Look, let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
My pops got like a eight something credit score.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man's credit is bomb. He called the bank one day and was like, I want to increase my credit limit to like $30,000. Okay, Mr. Such and Such, you got it.
Okay, all right, let's see. The requirement to get a black card aren't publicly available either, but based on others' research reports, you should probably use other Amex cards, be an active card holder for at least a year, charge at least $250,000 per. Jesus Christ. That's good faith, but that's money. $250,000.
You
that's
have
a
to
quarter
charge
of a
it
meal.
on Amex. You ain't got $250,000. You got good faith. That's still a credit card.
Meanwhile, there are no places, but you was on American Express card for. Okay, so it's different cards, but say spend at least $100,000 to $450,000 a year, earn at least $1 million annually. Mm-hmm. So if whoever you said got a black card, that means somebody got some money.
I say black card. I say he called and got that credit score.
Oh,
was able to take.
Okay.
Yeah, that credit limit went up to like $30,000.
But for that black card, that's $100,000.
I use the black card. It's just the figures.
Okay, my bad. Yeah.
But I'm saying, like with any credit card, in order to get that credit limit up, you ain't gotta have good money. Cause like if your credit bomb, it don't matter if you got the money.
What? I'm glad you said that because I always wonder why. And let's be honest, because it isn't really talked about in a black home a lot. Mm-hmm. Why don't black parents really talk to their kids about credit like that?
I don't know, because my mom taught me about credit all the time. But I'm saying I don't know because they probably don't know. My mother had, like, I know my mother, she would tell, when we started talking about credit, she was honest. She was like, she had to learn everything the hard way because her parents were older. They were, they didn't have more than a kindergarten education. Yeah. And they had money in their mattress. They ain't know nothing about credit.
Go old school with it.
Yeah. They knew nothing about money and credit. So the mistakes that my mother made, she talked to me about it. Now, how many times have we heard stories of my mama opened, like I had a phone bill in my name
when I was 2.
Yeah, my credit is all jacked up before I even had
it's funny you say. I know a girl like that. Her mama straight up. I think she said she was 5. I met this girl when I was going to ABAC. Mm-hmm. Her mama opened up the light bill in her name.
Mm-hmm. I think that's disgusting.
But it could be a blessing. Well, not in her case. It was terrible. Mm-hmm. But
and it usually is.
But in some cases, that could be like a good jump start.
Yeah, if it was done correctly. But how many times have you known it to be done correctly?
None.
Right.
None. Absolutely
so like
none.
I know, for instance, and we might have to do a segment where we talk about credit and building credit.
Okay.
Because one of my homeboys was asking me, like, he's trying to build up his credit. What can he do? And I was like, well, do you know somebody who that you're close to, really, really close to, that has good credit, or whatever? He was like, yeah, my sister got good credit, she got amazing credit. And I said, well, you could ask her if you could become an authorized user on one of her credit cards. Ooh. But you won't get, he won't have access to it.
Okay.
So that basically when she makes those payments and her credit goes up,
it'll look good. Well. Okay, got you.
Because he's considered author, but he won't have access to the account at all.
But it helps build his credit. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe that's not a bad idea then.
Yeah.
Looking at it from that angle.
Because he was like, well, will you put me on your credit card? Hell no.
That's something my mama told me. Do not co-sign for nobody.
You want me to tell you let me tell you a crazy story.
What's that?
So my best friend, right? Mm-hmm. Love her to death. We've been friends since 2008. We met our freshman year of college. Mm-hmm. About a year and a half ago, her little brother called me. And he's not like, even though he's a little brother, he's only like a year and a half younger than us. Yeah. So you know better. He called me and was like, hey, how you doing?
Sounds sketchy already.
Right. I'm trying to get a car and I was just wondering, would you co-sign with me?
Hell no.
I don't know you. Like, I don't even talk to you like that. I was so just like, did you just? And I text my homegirl like, girl, why your brother just called me and asked me to co-sign on a car with him? She was livid. She called him like, why you calling my friends?
That's
you
stupid.
don't even talk. He was so bold. And she
I'd have been insulted. I'd have been insulted myself, to be honest with you.
like, did you really just call? I don't even talk to you like that. Granted, me and your sister are best friends, but I don't talk to you like that. We not cool like that. I see you in passing.
And that's as far as it go.
That's as far as it go. Like, we don't mingle with each other. Cause, yeah. You asked me to co-sign for a car.
Actually, when you said it, my head instantly started hurting, and it stopped. But nuh-uh. Somebody did me like that one before. No lie. Can you co-sign?
That is bold.
That is insulting.
It is.
That is I gotta say this real quick.
Okay.
I just seen it. Then we're gonna jump back on it. White supremacist who killed a woman with his car during the Charlottesville protest is sentenced to life plus 419 years in prison.
And he should rot.
You remember him? He had the Challenger.
Yes, I remember. And he should rot. It's about time somebody started getting these consequences.
Mowed him down out there.
He should rot. Like, you took somebody's loved one away.
Yeah, that was pretty selfish. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's too late at night to be talking about all that sad stuff.
Nah. Oh, I gotta ask you this real quick.
Okay.
Because I know we
Don't piss me off.
gotta go to bed, old lady.
Oh, Sherrod.
I want to know, what is the worst date like your worst date?
My worst day?
This is story time. Story time. Worst date ever.
Oh, okay. So this wasn't this wasn't the worst day ever. My worst day ever was when I
Don't
had
say
my
no
first
names
kids.
now.
No, I'm not gonna say no names because I can't remember their names honestly.
Or say Bob.
Okay.
No. We gotta use a black name. Trayvon.
Why they gotta be a black name?
Was it a black dude?
Yeah.
We gotta use
Okay,
it.
so my absolute worst I can't remember, but I remember. Okay, so when I was in college. So let's start with the adult life worst date. So when I was in college, there was this guy that I had met. He was best friends with my cousin's fiance. And all my cousins was like, "Oh, he's gonna be perfect for you. Like, girl, he gonna get you whatever you want." And I'm like, I don't care about the material stuff. Like, what else? So we decided to go see the Peach Drop for New Year's in Atlanta. And I had came up. So it's cold and he wants to complain about everything. I'm just like, nigga, shut up. God. Why can't you just enjoy the moment? It was so like, to hear a man complaining like that, it just, nah. So I don't know what happened, but I think it was like a fight broke out. And you know, being from Metro Atlanta and always being in the city, it's kind of like, oh, it's a fight. Like, we're going opposite direction anyway. So, you know.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody really like take off running. So then a few people took off running. Like, I guess somebody started running next to him. And so he took off running and he left me.
He left you straight up.
He left me.
Like, just left you there.
He left me. I had looked back to see what was going on. I looked and I was like, where'd he go? He's gone. I was like,
Left you sitting there stupid.
Trayvon.
He just gone. What did you see? What direction did he take?
He
off
went
in?
straight ahead because I remember I had turned back like, what is going on? And when I looked, I was like, okay.
So New Year's, so I'm setting the scene. New Year's is beautiful, probably cold outside.
Right.
Couples everywhere. The peach is slowly dropping.
It's cold as hell. That little plastic peach waving in the wind. I don't know why people go see it because this bootleg is hell. The little plastic paper like wobbling.
But I mean, but just for the chaos of it, it's nice. You got people holding hands.
It ain't like that when you go see the Peach Drop.
Oh, it ain't?
It's very
So it's different
radish.
than New York.
Yeah, it's not like, it's definitely not like New York.
So no couples out there holding hands.
I mean, it is. It's a bunch of young kids.
Well, I mean, okay. Wait, yeah.
And that's what the commotion was. It was a bunch of young kids. Like, Times Square is totally different than the Peach Drop. The Peach Drop is sort of like, I ain't got nothing else to do. Why not?
Nah, bump it. Might
Yeah,
as
once
well.
you go once, you ain't going again.
Oh, it's one of those scenarios.
It's
like,
real
yeah, you know, I've been there.
Yeah, I'm gonna need my city to do a little bit better because it's real radish. But I was just like, I could not believe he left me. So when I caught up with him, I was like, you left me. He said, well, he said, well, shit, I thought you was gone. keep up. I was like, you didn't tell me you
So
took
he
off
straight
running.
up just said like, bro, I'm out of here. Like,
Yes.
So first commotion, he here.
He gone.
He gone.
He's gone.
You know what? I ain't mad at him. That's your fault. Your black senses should have kicked in, and you should have ran.
But it wasn't. No, because it wasn't a commotion like that. It was a few people that took off running, but it was little young kids. Like I thought they were running to the fight. So I looked back to see. Okay, so is it something right? Now trust and believe. My senses is on point. Like I done grew. Like my mama was like one of the prominent figures with Atlanta Public Housing. So I spent a lot of time in the city. So I know when I need to move.
Yeah.
That wasn't one of those. I was like, yo, little country ass done took, like, he from LaGrange.
Oh my God.
He
from backwoods.
Backwoods. I was like, it wasn't even that deep. Where you left me. Like, you left me talking about I thought you was gonna keep up. I didn't even know I had to keep up because I didn't even know you were gone. You ain't pulled my hand or nothing. And when I tell you I had gotten in such a funk, I was like, I can never be with you. Because in order for me to be with you, I have to feel safe. You left me.
So he would never get another chance with you?
Ever. He bought me a diamond tennis bracelet for my birthday. That
sounds nice.
I ain't take it.
That's just me. All because he left you?
Why? Because I knew that it wasn't going to progress.
Okay, gotcha.
So for me, it was like, why would I take this from you when I know we not about to be together? So I don't want your tennis. Like, and not to hurt your feelings, but for me to take that, I felt like would have been trifling.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, but he left me, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm real salty about that. Like real salty. And to make it worse, I think this was just a bad boyfriend experience. It's so bad, I don't even count him as a boyfriend. Like when you ask me how many relationships I've had, I tell you 3.
So you really don't count him. But that was a moment in your life that taught you something though.
Like I said, I don't count him. Like I feel like he was just somebody that I dated exclusively.
Okay.
I don't count him as a relationship because I was like, this is so all out of whack. So he was sick and he had a pacemaker. And so that didn't bother me. But he started moving really fast. Like, I want to get married. And at this point, I was about, because let me see, I got with my last guy, like 3 years. Let me see, before then I was 21. So I had to be like 19, 20.
Oh, wow. So you was young.
Well, when I first met him, I was 18. And then, really young. Yeah, we tried again when I was 19. So when he started talking about his pacemaker and everything, and I saw it didn't bother me because my thing is, if I'm with you, I'm with you. I don't care. Like, I understand you have to live life a little differently, but I don't care. Like, you cool people.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden he was like, I want to get married. I was like, cool, we get married. I just, I'm going to finish school first. He's like, no. I want to get married within like the next year. I'm 19.
Oh, he tripping.
Yeah, like how am I going to get married? And I can't even drink. So after that, I was telling him, I was like, well, we have time for that. So then he was saying that he wants at least 3 children. And he wants to have them before, and he was older. He was like 2 years older than me. He wanted to have them before he was 25. So I'm sitting here like, wait a minute.
So he was straight up serious about his, like, OG, baby.
Moving along. And so we had a serious conversation.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, well, what's the rush? And he said, because I might not live that long. And I appreciated his transparency. However, I was just sort of like, so I'm going to be stuck with 3 babies before I hit 25.
Wasn't having that, was you?
No, I wasn't. And I kind of, like, I don't know. At that point, I felt like I had to be selfish with myself.
Now, is he still alive?
I'm pretty sure he is alive and kicking. He was, I just, like, I don't know. But because I remember his sister wanted to fight me after I broke up with him. But I'm pretty sure he's alive and kicking. Because he wasn't, like, I felt like he was using that as an excuse to
he was using the pacemaker.
To get what he wanted. Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna die. So
yeah, I was just like,
might as well date me.
Yeah. And I didn't appreciate that. And my thing was, okay, so you're able to be selfish with yourself. You say you want 3 kids by 25. You want to get married within the next year. You're thinking about everything that you want to accomplish. Yeah. So I have the rights to be selfish with myself. I want to experience life. without children, I want to take my time and get to know you. So it was just like, you moving too fast.
So at the age that you are now, would you have done that?
I would have made the same decisions all over.
Oh, because he left you.
Not even because it wasn't.
Just tell the
even,
truth. He left.
It was. He did. He left me.
He dipped out on you.
And I was like, see, I definitely ain't have no kids with you now.
He hit you with that catch me if you can.
Right. I was like, you punk. And on top of that, he was already short. And I was trying to step out of my comfort zone. He was like, he came like to my eyebrows.
You really gonna do this man like that?
He was short and tiny. Like skinny, like T.I. skinny.
T.I. is a little dude.
He was probably smaller than T.I. And you know the type that I like.
So you like bigger guys?
I like
swole guys.
Oh yes, I like them thick in the neck, thick thighs.
So what you think about wide neck?
That's totally different. You so gross. I can't.
No, I'm saying.
I said thick
You
neck,
said
not
thick
wide.
necks.
I said
So
thick.
His neck ain't thick enough.
He don't
for you?
have a neck.
Wide neck is thick. You can see blist written across his entire
I can't stand you.
neck.
Okay, let me talk about. I like football style, like where you could tell these dudes. Like you saw Creed 2,
Yeah,
where
I
he
seen
had
Creed
the thing on his head and he was like lifting.
Still think Creed 1 is better, but I understand where you're coming from.
Well, I
You're
haven't
just talking about the type
I
of
haven't
guy.
seen Creed 1, and the
How
only
you
reason
gonna see Creed 2 without seeing Creed 1?
because I went on a date and I didn't want, and I didn't want to tell him I didn't see Creed 2 because he asked me, he's like, why didn't you tell me?
Well, I mean, the way that the movie was set up, you really couldn't.
Well, I asked a couple of questions.
What
and he
was the questions that you asked? If you can remember.
Let me see. I can't remember. When the girl came in, I was like, oh, she can't hear.
Yeah, she was deaf.
And he was like, if you would have saw the first one.
Well, I mean,
because I didn't tell him that I didn't see it until we got in there. And he was like, so you know how the first one started? And I was like, oh,
I'll be funky with you. I'll be completely funky with you.
Mm-hmm.
You really could have seen Creed 2 without seeing Creed 1. And
I'm sure, but it was things that I needed to know. I wanted to know.
it was a connection, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it was like little, but I noticed little things in movies and I wanted to know why. Like when I saw the hearing aid, I wanted to know the backstory.
Like, why?
Yeah, like what happened? Was she born that way or was she? And he was like, man, are you serious right now?
Yeah, she was though.
Well, no, she could hear, but she was losing her hearing.
Yeah, it was like over time. She just
right. But I was like,
hearing.
she can't hear at all.
No, she couldn't hear at all. She was just born with like some kind of disorder. So
right, that's what I was telling. Like, and he was like, if you would have seen the first one, you would know that she's losing it over time. Because it was the boxing match where she kind of realized like she had to turn up her hearing aid. And I was like, what just happened? And he was like, God dang it. Like she is losing her hearing. Like she's not completely deaf, but she's losing it.
But the baby was born.
Right, the baby was completely deaf.
No, the baby wasn't.
Yes, the baby was.
No, the baby had hearing aids.
That means, boy, when they did the test.
The baby was legally
deaf.
Legally deaf, but of course the hearing. But okay, if somebody's deaf, then why do they need hearing aids?
Because their brain is not processing the thing. So basically a hearing aid basically does is it creates like this little buzzing noise where it cancels out. Yeah, I did a whole project on special ed. Yeah. So basically if you've ever gotten close to a hearing aid, it makes like this little whirring like sound and it cancels out other noise so that it's something to do with your brain waves. And so your brain waves think that's the sound, but then it allows the other sound to come through. It's something really crazy.
Okay, I have to check that out.
Yeah.
Because I know some people like they cut out their hearing aids and they can hear conversations going on.
Yeah, but if you like when my grandmother got on, she was complaining. She's like, I just keep burning in my ear. And I'm like, Grandma, that's what you got to let your brain process it.
To my what?
Yeah, and she was like, I don't like it. I don't want to wear it. Like,
Grandma
no.
wasn't having that.
Grandma's like, it's so aggravating, but you're not going to be able, you got to allow your brain time to adjust because you're basically confusing your brain.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
okay.
It was really, I had to do a whole project on hearing
so
loss.
you was ready for the hearing part of it.
I was like,
I know this.
No,
I know this.
When they did the test on the baby and the brain, it was so sad. I was like, oh.
But at the same time, that scene didn't make no sense to me either.
Why?
Because they was like the baby was just born. So what was the baby supposed to raise the hand?
No, it was the brain waves.
Oh,
they were
okay,
testing
okay,
for the brainwave.
okay.
So they were saying if the baby hears sounds, then it'll create brainwave activity.
Okay.
And that's how they know it. So that's why you saw the spikes. It didn't spike up.
Okay. I was like I got it, but I didn't get it.
Look at me explaining it to you, and you saw both of them.
Well, I'm supposed to know about a death scene, a
I
hearing.
mean, it said the lady literally said like we're looking for like the brain waves. She said it in the movie.
You know what? I should. Did you see the other Rocky movies then?
No, I didn't.
You never seen Rocky?
Now, when my ex, like, I saw one, and then I was like, "This is boring. I'm going to sleep."
You really thought Rocky was boring? Wait, which one did you watch?
I don't know. It's so many of them. So he was watching it. Like I will never forget this one night. We were he didn't let me get the remote. So he turned on Rocky, and I was like, "No, I watch this." And I was like, "Is this the one where he has the dun 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 dun?"
That's all of them.
Oh, it's all of them.
Well, really, is the first one. Well, that's kind of his montage in all of them.
Okay.
But
well, it was the one that had the meat hanging in the cooler, and his cousin was letting him come. I think it might have been the first Rocky.
that's either one or two. I can't remember.
Okay.
I'm trying to. I know I've seen them all. It's been so long, but I do know Creed 2 is really a remake of Rocky 4.
Okay.
I wanted. Hold on.
Yeah, because he fought what's the guy's name? Now let me tell you something. I'm not usually into white guys.
Let me guess you the. Yeah, Creed 2 is really the remake of Rocky 4.
Okay.
Because of the way the whole movie was set up.
Yeah, because that was where Balboa really was trying to fight Drago, and he wanted to avenge Apollo's.
Yeah, Apollo's.
Yeah.
But not even just that, just other parts of the movie. Like when he proposed to Adrian in the movie, Adrian didn't hear nothing that Rocky was saying. She wasn't deaf. She just wasn't paying attention.
Oh.
Like when Rocky was telling Adonis, cut your brain off, say it from your heart, because that's how he had to do to Adrian.
Okay.
Because
you got me wanting to go Rocky.
It's good. Now, this is what I found out.
Okay.
I did not know the guy that played
Was it Drago?
what's my man name? Yeah. Ivan. I think is it Ivan Drago. I did not know who he was in a relationship with till I did some research.
Wait, is the old guy or the young guy?
He's the dad.
Oh yeah, so that's
there.
Ivan.
Yeah, but Ivan was the dad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. His real name is Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lundgren, however to pronounce it. Guess who he actually was in a relationship with?
Who?
Take a guess.
I don't want to.
She's a model. Naomi
Campbell.
Nope. Yes. Yes again.
Am I close? Is it a black girl?
It's a black girl.
What's the pretty one's name that has her own makeup line? She has a little accent. It's not I know it's not Tyra Banks.
Nope, not Tyra Banks.
It's,
Keep guessing.
What is her Iman?
Nope.
Okay, I give up.
This one, you gotta guess. I tell you this, she was an actress and she was also a music artist too at the same time.
What? I'm so lost right now.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right. All right, this is gonna be the biggest clue.
Okay.
It's gonna be the biggest clue. Madonna, Lady Gaga. Let me see. Lady Gaga, Madonna, and some parts of Marilyn Manson. They got their style from this woman.
What?
Yes. Think of how
I know you're not talking about Grace Jones.
Yep.
He was her bodyguard.
No, he was not.
It says
he
it right
started
here
off as her bodyguard.
Once a bodyguard.
Then
for
they
Grace
started
Jones.
dating. They was in a relationship. He started dating her while he was picked. Actually, he got filmed for Rocky for being her bodyguard. She has to be a bodyguard. Then it turned to like go on this date. And then when they was filming Rocky, him and her were messing around with each other. I watched the interview.
Oh, they were cut buddies.
No, they was full-fledged dating.
Aw.
They stayed in a relationship for a long time. I didn't even know this. I went back and I started doing research on them.
So are they married?
No, they
never got married.
They had to break up.
Why?
They was bad for each other. They looked good together, but they was bad for each other.
I can.
While they was filming Rocky, this was funny. They said in an interview, while they was filming Rocky, she would set up these orgies for him.
Oh, wait a minute. I wasn't ready.
Straight up, she would set up these orgies. So he'll come home and it'd be like 3-4 women in the bed. What? And she'll get started without him and then ask him to join in. He said it was hard filming Rocky after having sex all night.
Get the out of here.
Because you look at him and he looked like, man, this tough dude. But in reality, a lot of people like him because he was actually pretty cool back in the day. Look at you talking about,
no, I'm not talking about him. I like Victor.
Victor Drago?
Once again, I like big dudes.
Victor, that's a big dude.
He is
a huge dude in real life.
God, I was like, and I remember seeing that video, and like I said, I'm not usually into white guys.
He's not white though. He's Ukrainian.
He's European. Yeah, I can't wait.
Okay, I ain't gonna argue with that. I ain't gonna argue with that.
So, racially, he is white.
Okay, I ain't gonna argue with that.
Okay.
Because Spanish, European, okay, I ain't gonna argue with that. That's technically white. The egg.
Anyways, I was like, like big stuff. And then I kind of was getting a little thrill out of the fact that you're doing a one-hitter quitter. Boom, go to sleep.
Oh, yeah, he was
Boom,
in sleep.
Go to sleep. I was like, dang.
Did you hear what Michael B. Jordan said in the interview?
What'd he say?
He hit him hard one time, for real. I ain't lying. Michael B. Jordan said, like, he was like, while they was filming, he said it was an emotional scene for Drago. Mm-hmm. And he saying he looked at him. And he was like, nobody was home. He was like, hey man, this is a movie. This is a movie. This is just a movie.
Like, don't kill me.
Because he said when he hit him, you said the guy snapped out of it afterwards. Because the guy fights for real. He's a real boxer. And listen at you. And
no, I couldn't because something clearly is going on in the head.
No. He's not a violent dude outside of that. He just boxed. But I guess he was really, in his mind, he was thinking he was in his natural sports. But it was just a film. So he said, he told him, like, man, I only hit you with like half speed.
What?
And Mike was just like, that was half? He said, I hate to see him swing, full speed.
Right.
Because he said, Mike was just said, it didn't knock him out. He said, but I started having little Tweety birds, little canaries going around my head. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's... And while we're on this movie topic, we ain't even gonna get in Grace Jones.
Yes, please no. I don't even have.
It's a Bad Boys 3 coming, and they filming it in Atlanta.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
You excited for real?
I'm so excited.
Man, I can see the thrill on your face.
I just can't contain my excitement.
The way you holding it, I lied. It's Bad Boys. Is it Bad Boys 3? Bad Boys 4?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Bad Boy. It has to be Bad Boy.
It's Bad Boy 3. They're filming it in Atlanta.
Sometimes I just feel like
they're in pre-production right now. Come on, it's Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
Because by Bad Boys 2, I was just kind of like,
are you serious?
It was all right to me.
Just all right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was
a good movie.
It was good, but it's sort of like the Friday series. As Friday kept going, I was just like, okay,
nah. That's different. With Friday, after the first one, they should have left it alone.
They really should have.
But with Bad Boys, that's completely. It's a buddy cop movie.
Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Heavy drugs, I see.
Oh, you tried it.
The sleep.
So it comes out in 2020. Is Gabrielle Union in this one?
Hold on.
Nope.
No, I think, if I'm not mistaken, IMDb must have it wrong because they was talking about they wanted to release it in the summer of 2019.
I don't see how.
It really don't take long to film a movie.
How many movies have you filmed?
One.
Where? I didn't get no ticket.
It ain't came out yet.
How long has it been taking you?
To what? Film it? Oh, you being funny? Nah. I was on set for one day. I was on set for 1 day.
Nah, fool. I said, how many have you been filming as you filming? Because you say it's not that hard to film a movie. So I want to know, like, how long.
Does porn movie count?
So look at. Oh, God. So you said you were on. Okay, so let's go back to the fact that you were on set for a full day. How many?
Yeah, that was really irritating.
And
but
you
it was
did
cool.
the whole. You did the same scene for hours. On
I ain't gonna lie. I did the same. No joke. I did the same scene for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Literally.
That scene is probably gonna be like 3 seconds. 5
might
seconds.
be 3 seconds in the movie.
That is
if it don't even hit the
horrible.
cutting room.
But how long were you there? So you did it for like an hour,
there.
2 hours.
I was there for maybe 12 hours.
It don't take long
I'm not
to
even
film a
gonna lie to
movie. I feel you, boo.
No, but whenever you like look online and they
Clear it
tell you
up.
like filming, well, it depends on what kind of movie.
Exactly.
I know some though, but majority of them it takes 2-3 months. to film them.
Pyrotechnics and a whole bunch of that. Like I think
That's not even the hard part. From what I've been reading, from what I read, the hard part is actually the sound engineer.
really.
Yeah, because they got to match. Well, the sound engineer in the actual video, because they got to match the mouth with the words.
Oh Lord.
Because I know you have seen some movies.
You just be like, what?
They'd be like, "Get the chop over there,"
And mouth still moving.
and be like, "Huh?"
Like them Japanese movie.
Yeah, just like that. Just like that. You be
Yeah.
like, man, what? The?
And I'm sorry if I
what you
offend
doing?
anybody trying to imitate Japanese.
No, she don't. She's lying. She's smiling while she's
No, I'm not. Snitch.
Snitches get stitches.
Right. Well, that's interesting. I am interested to see how that plays out.
This is gonna be a good one. Oh man. Okay.
If you say so.
All right. Well, I think that wraps it up here. We got us a good little podcast in.
That was fun.
I want to say shout out
Shout out to my mama.
all the pairs.
Shout out to my baby's mama.
Ooh, what you know about that podcast? We ain't even gonna go there.
Jackson.
We ain't even gonna go there. Want to give a shout out to Rick Ross and all the pairs.
Rick Ross, the boss.
And all his wing stops.
Ew.
Wing stops is good.
No, it's not. American Deli is where it's at. 10-piece, mild lemon pepper sprinkle.
Now everybody knows what her favorite meal is. So if
Actually,
you ever take
I
out
like the honey hot with lemon pepper sprinkle.
now every guy knows. So if you ever take out on a date, don't go to no Carrabba's, no Red Lobsters,
I
no
just like
Papa Ducks,
food.
no
It's
nothing.
Papa Do's.
It's Papa Ducks. That's,
No, it's not.
Papa Ducks.
It's French. The X is.
I'm saying the Eminem style.
Oh my God.
I'm
I'm
8
saying
Mile in it.
all my Louisiana folks and my French speaking folks like, oh my God.
Je ne
My
sais quoi.
Haitians. Je ne sais quoi.
But yes. That's you know what the next topic gonna be?
What?
I'm not taking any girls on any more dates anymore. Straight chicken wings and fries.
Well, maybe
I'm
you
going
should.
the Future route.
Well, maybe you should.
I want to be like Future. Future is my role model when it comes to these women.
Oh, so when you gonna start putting in child support? Oh, you gonna be like Future?
Oh,
How about
podcast
this?
definitely over.
I need
She was
I
tripping.
need some
We
I
is-
need a turkey baster. I have your baby. I need some. Shoot, you gonna need somebody to be one of the 50 million baby daddy. You got some Future money?
She is definitely tripping right now. I can tell she's sleeping.
You got some Future money? No, I'm just playing.
Podcast.
It's not even worth it.
This girl here. But
I know
yes.
I've been sipping.
But anybody want to take her on a date, take her to